And after 2 weeks of intense pressure, Adidas has finally severed its multi-billion-dollar partnership with Kanye West. It is the latest and possibly the most significant split after West's anti-Semitic rants and threats to kill Jewish people, an issue that has actually become a big issue in this campaign here in Pennsylvania. Jonathan Greenblatt is CEO and National Director of the Anti-Defamation League. Jonathan, thank you very much. It's taken weeks for Adidas to step up. During that delay, we saw neo-Nazi demonstrators hanging a banner just days ago from the 405 from the LA overpass supporting West's comments. Does that delay give license to others to come out of the shadows?
No, you're totally right, Andrea. So Kanye West's repeated tirades against Jewish people, his statement that he wanted to go DEFCON 3, that Jewish Zionists were trying to control him, that there's a Jewish underground media mafia out to get him, and on and on and on, literally gave aid and comfort to some of the worst elements of society: white supremacists, right-wing extremists, violent anti-Zionists, and so on. And so it shouldn't surprise us that when a person with one of the largest, I mean, look, he has hundreds of millions of fans. He has literally 31 million followers on Twitter. He's one of the most publicly known entertainers in the world. And when he spouts anti-Jewish hate again and again and again, it's frightening to Jewish people who are already on edge. So Adidas is, breaking with him today is an important step, Andrea. I wish they had done it sooner, but I'm glad they're making a clear statement that they're not going to do business with bigots.
And I just want to play something for you and our viewers. Listen to how Kanye taunted Adidas during an October 16th podcast.
I could say anti-Semitic things and Adidas can't drop me. Now what? Now what?
So he's now owning his anti-Semitism. How dangerous is it to have someone normalizing this kind of rhetoric?
Yeah, I mean, look, Kanye West has leapt to the front of the line, Andrea, as possibly the most visible and vicious anti-Semite in America today, up there with the Richard Spencers and Louis Farrakhan's of the world. And, he posed the question, now what? Well, we see what. If you go to Gap.com today, there is no longer any reference to the Yeezy line that was so popular in Gap stores for years. It is gone. It is evaporated. It has disappeared. Balenciaga, Creative Artists, MRC, and now Adidas. I think his brand is so toxic. He's going to have a very tough time connecting with consumers. I heard, Andrea, from people all over the country in the past several days, throwing out their Stan Smiths, selling their Yeezy footwear, getting as far away as they can from these brands. So I think it shows us that there are consequences for hate.
Do you think there are consequences for hate speech here in Pennsylvania, where Doug Mastriano has had, an anti-Semitic consultant initially on staff, and now and still part of his campaign rhetoric?
Yeah, look, it is not lost on me that you're there in Pittsburgh, and on Thursday of this week, we will be mourning the 4-year anniversary of the Tree of Life massacre, the most violent anti-Semitic attack in American history. An anti-Semitic incident, at ADL, we've been tracking this information for decades and decades, reached a historic level in 2021, Andrea. 2,717 acts of hate against Jews. So indeed, when candidates like Doug Mastriano embrace Christian nationalism, when others embrace radical anti-Zionism, Jews are deeply concerned, and I think with good reason.
Jonathan Greenblatt, thank you, and thank you for all your advocacy on this.